Hi everyone, welcome to another episode with Chaz's Lifestyle. In today's episode, I will be showing you how I create these delicious Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. So I will be using this truffle infused olive oil. You can use regular olive oil, avocado oil, anything of your personal preference. So I have my cast iron preheated on a medium heat. I will go ahead and start sauteing some onions as well as sauteing some green bell peppers. So first I want to go ahead and start sauteing the onions to start that caramelization process. And also you want that oil to really absorb that onion flavor. This is going to help open up those flavors from those vegetables. Now I do recommend a cast iron. It just produces this amazing flavor and amazing taste on your meats and your foods. So as you can see, I added in those green bell peppers. As everyone knows, my ingredients will be listed down below in the description box. So if you need to take a screenshot, be sure to do so. I will be sauteing this for about 2 minutes, nothing too long, before I add in the flank steak. So after about 2 minutes, I went ahead and just checked it. Like I said, my heat is on a medium heat, nothing too major. You don't want to overcook it or burn it. Now, as you will see towards the end, my meat will be a little bit on the crispier side. That's just something I personally prefer. You don't have to cook it that much if you don't want, and you can add a sauce if you'd like to this recipe. I decided to go without a sauce this time because it's really not needed. So as you can see, I'm adding in my Philly cheesesteak meat. Now in your local grocery store, they should have it already shredded for you like this. Be sure to ask someone if you don't see it. I'm just drizzling a little bit more oil because my vegetables soaked up most of that oil from sauteing. But once you mix it all together, oh my gosh, that flavor is just gonna pop. So here I do have a couple seasonings, nothing too major. I will go ahead and sprinkle that all over the meat. Now you wanna add it here right now because as the meat is cooking, you want that flavor from those seasonings to absorb in the meat very well. So give that a quick mix. Let that cook for about 4 minutes and then come back and check on it to see if it's to your liking. Now I'm just mixing everything all together. Like I said, the flavors from those caramelized onions and those sauteed bell peppers will give that meat more flavor. So as you can see, I covered it to help it cook a little bit better. And you see the little crispiness, I love that. So I'm gonna give that a quick mix and it's cooked to perfection. All you need is about 4 to 5 minutes. Now I took that off the stove and I put it in a bowl, let that cool. While my mix is cooling, I will be laying out the rest of my ingredients. Here I have some vegan egg roll wraps and I have some mozzarella cheese. Now this cheese is the key. You want to make sure you get this mozzarella cheese. I will have the brand that I use listed down below in the description box. So I placed 1 piece of cheese on the bottom and then I'm going to place that Philly cheesesteak mix on the top. And then I will be adding another piece of mozzarella cheese to ensure that perfect cheese pull. Also, the flavor just makes it so magnificent. Now my oil is preheated on 340 to 350. When making stuff with the egg roll wraps or wonton wraps or anything like that, I don't put it all the way on 350. I put it between like 340 and 350 just to make sure everything cooks evenly and it doesn't burn or cook too fast. So I have some egg wash here. I like to use my fingers, but if you prefer a brush, you can use that as well. So I'm just brushing on that egg wash. Now I'm going to start creating the actual egg roll. So I take one side, the corner, and I put it in the middle gently. Make sure you take your time. These egg roll wraps are very fragile, so you want to make sure you take your time. I usually use 2 egg roll wraps each egg roll, but I decided, you know what, let's just try it with 1. Now for the beginners or for people who just need a reminder, I made sure I took the time to show you all slowly how I wrap it. Your egg roll wraps, they don't have to be perfect. They're homemade. So you don't have to worry about perfection when creating things like this. So one is done. Let's continue on to the next one. Now with the mix that I have with the ingredients down below, this makes about 8 to 10 egg rolls. I only made 4 and I went ahead and saved the rest of that filling for either a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, or if I want to make more egg rolls, then I can. And also the key is make sure you don't add too much of the filling because you don't want it to tear the egg roll wrap or seep through while frying. Okay, so the second one is done. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. Like I said, my oil is preheated. I went ahead and brushed a little bit of that all-purpose flour just to create more of a crispier texture to my liking. So I will be adding in those egg rolls. We're gonna fry these to perfection. Fry them to your liking. I fried them to they're crispy and golden brown like so. If you decide to make this recipe, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chaz's Cuisine Story. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below any other recipes you would like to see, and subscribe if you're not a part of the lifestyle already.